How are you doing, friends? I hope you are doing good. How people are so mad and stupidity about migration, when you can't live happily with your relatives, friends and family. How do you think you are going to be happy, where no one care about others, where you didn't belongs to? Spending so much of money for illegally entering into some other nation. Trump is good human, he is sending all illegal immigrants to their belongs to. If someone else, you might have been jailed for lifetime. Thank your parents, thank God for safely you are back. Let's see all these stupids, how they were illegally entered America. Deadly 97 kilometers jungle crossing that migrants brave to reach US Darién Gap. The illegal journey into the US often involves dangerous crossings through multiple countries, including the treacherous Darién Gap, a vast, roadless jungle that connects Colombia and Panama. The United States recently deported 104 Indian migrants, handcuffed and shackled for a nearly 24-hour flight back to India. The deportation came after US President Donald Trump's crackdown on illegal immigration, a topic he recently discussed with Prime Minister Narendra Modi on a phone call. The illegal journey into the US often involves dangerous crossings through multiple countries, including the treacherous Darién Gap, a vast, roadless jungle that connects Colombia and Panama. What is the Darién Gap? The Darién Gap is a 97 kilometers stretch of dense rainforest, swamps, and mountains. It is the only break in the Pan American Highway, a road system stretching from Alaska to Argentina. This impenetrable region has long been avoided due to its extreme terrain, harsh climate, and lack of infrastructure. But for migrants desperate to reach the US, it has become an unavoidable gateway. Those crossing the Darién Gap face steep mountains, muddy swamplands, fast-moving rivers, and dangerous wildlife. The jungle is home to venomous snakes, jaguars, and deadly insects. However, the most significant threats are from criminal organizations that control the route. The smuggling networks, drug cartels, and armed groups demand payments, rob migrants, or subject them to violence. The donkey route through Darién Gap. Many Indians attempting to enter the US illegally follow what is known as the donkey route. This involves traveling to countries such as Central American nations like Panama, Costa Rica, El Salvador, and Guatemala where visas are easy to obtain. From there, they make their way to Mexico and then attempt to enter the US, often with the help of coyotes, human smugglers, who charge thousands of dollars for the dangerous crossing. This method has become increasingly popular as direct air routes to the US become harder due to stricter visa regulations. Smugglers, mafia gangs, and organized crime syndicates take advantage of these migrants, promising them safe passage but often abandoning them in life-threatening conditions. Scale of migrants crossing the Darién Gap. In recent years, the number of people crossing the Darién Gap has skyrocketed. In 2023, over 5.2 lakh migrants made the journey, more than double the figure from the previous year. By 2024, over 3 lakh had already crossed, though the numbers had slightly declined due to increased enforcement efforts. A decade ago, only a few thousand people attempted this crossing annually. Today, it has turned into a high-risk migration highway, with people from Venezuela, Haiti, Ecuador, Bangladesh, Pakistan, and India making the perilous trek. The journey can take anywhere from 7 to 15 days, with migrants facing food and water shortages, disease, and rampant crime. Many do not survive. Humanitarian crisis in the Darién Gap. The Darién Gap remains a humanitarian disaster, with 312 migrant deaths or disappearances reported from 2015 to 2022 and 229 more between 2021 and 2023. In 2023 alone, MSF, Médecins Sans Frontières, also known as Doctors Without Borders, treated 676 sexual assault victims, with 233 cases recorded in early 2024. Overcrowded shelters lack essentials like food, water, and medical aid, leaving many migrants stranded. Social media misinformation, often driven by smugglers, fuels crossings. With more migrants using this passage, the impact on local communities and the environment has also been devastating. Indigenous villages along the route are overwhelmed with people, while deforestation and pollution are worsening in the fragile jungle ecosystem. The region is also a major hub for human trafficking and cartel activity. Colombia's Gulf Clan, one of the most powerful drug cartels, controls smuggling operations. They reportedly earned $57 million from migrant crossings in just the first 10 months of 2023. Thank you, think positive, be healthy, be happy and see you again.